Hello and welcome to the first episode of my Diablo 3 playthrough as a hardcore monk. I decided to play a monk because I hadn't played it through normal or non-hardcore, and I wanted to do something different and play hardcore at the same time. So I had actually recorded about an hour and a half, maybe, of gameplay yesterday, but I didn't like it. I didn't like how it came out. I didn't like the way I sounded. I had the monitor turned on so I could hear what I was saying in my speakers, and half the time I was like listening to myself, and I stopped talking and I was like, what? I sounded weird, and so I would have had to go through and edit a lot of video, and also the sound levels just weren't right. So I decided to scrap that and just go with you know, where I was with the current monk, the level 7. I picked the name Wujing. It means purity of something, and I can't remember. I know a good amount of Japanese, but not Chinese. But I know it was like purity of like something, like purity of soul or whatever. So I figured it fit for a monk. But let's go ahead and continue where I was. I had just gotten the town portal. So like I said, kind of had to restart, I guess, you know, the videos here. I am going to be skipping most of the dialogue just because I figure if you're watching this, you're probably not going to want to watch the dialogue. You're probably going to want to do that on your own playthrough. Not like there's much story to worry about anyways. Yeah, I said that. So I've just rescued Deckard Cain, so spoiler alert. Obviously. Monk is really interesting. I like the class so far. They're weak. So far, I think they're the only class that you can't like one hit all of the beginning mobs like at that first part of the game. Some of them you like hit them and they have like 1 health left, so you're only doing like 3 or 4 damage. But so far the class is really cool. I'm playing a female monk just because I like looking at girls. I mean, you know, female characters. Heart. That's about it. Yeah, I think I've got the sound levels working out on this a little better than it was last night. I ran like 3 or 4 tests, so I am using my nice microphone that I use for my programming videos. So it should be pretty good, pretty accurate. Not quite as terrible as the built-in microphone. I am not using my Macintosh to play this. I do have a gaming PC, and I'm recording this through Wonderful Fraps, which is a great piece of software. It is a good gaming PC. I pretty much bought it for D3, but not directly. Like, Guild Wars 2 is coming out, and I really wanted to play Guild Wars 2. Almost as much as I was excited about D3, so... But, yeah, this is D3 playthrough, not Guild Wars 2 playthrough, so I won't talk about that, because I played through all the betas on Guild Wars 2, and I even was invited to some of the early alphas, so that was pretty, it was pretty good. I actually like the alphas a lot better than the betas, so hopefully the final game doesn't disappoint me any. But, you know, at this point, I feel like lots of video games are disappointing, especially nowadays. Developers, they're just, I don't know. I think it's the hype machine. If it wasn't so much for the hype, you know, probably be better for the developers. But yeah, monks, their resource is spirit. It's kind of weird. It has no auto generation at all, so it won't slowly raise or anything like arcane or whatever, or mana or whatever. So it's kind of you have to you know, punch and kick and whatever to generate it. So it's kind of like Fury with a barbarian. It's just that with the spirit, it doesn't drain, so it's a little interesting. I've noticed it's fairly slow to fill up though, so I don't know if that's an issue that plagues the monk the whole time, or whether it's just because, you know, I'm a nub and low level. So
my strength returns.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, hardcore basically means that once you die permanently. Your character is deleted.
It was Lazarus. Of that I am certain.
It's pretty crazy. I like it though. I played a lot of hardcore in Diablo 2. I had a level 98 bone necro died. So it was the highest level. I almost got a 99, but I didn't quite get there. That was heartbreaking. I quit Diablo 2 for like a year afterwards, I think. Until a friend of mine got it, and he's like, "Oh, let's play Diablo 2. Have you ever played it?" I'm like, "Yes, I played it." Grr. Hardcore is fun. So I would think that I would be pretty good at Diablo 3 hardcore, but it's very different. It's a very different game, different mechanics. So you can't really rely on the skills that you learned in Diablo 2 at all. Especially since, you know, Diablo 2, there was a lot of just extra farming on hardcore. You'd just spend more time on lower level areas just to make sure that you don't die, and you wait for that one piece of armor that gives you enough vitality where you feel confident enough to progress into the area that you're trying to get into. Diablo 3, I'm not sure, you know, the kind of different when it comes to items, you know. You don't have that that feeling of constantly increasing your power through your items. The items are kind of, in my opinion, not as cool as Diablo 2's were. You don't feel that awesomeness. So, ooh, blinded. So, kind of fun. I like it. The monk's good. Really interesting. A lot of the monk attack seems to do kind of this base AoE. So you're always either attacking through or attacking to the side of where you're attacking. So you're hitting multiple enemies at a time. It's kind of like the barbarian's cleave on most of your attacks. So it's kind of nice. Boom. Just destroy stuff because it's cool. Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm going through quickly. Definitely not noting it's hardcore, but I think normal. I'm just going to try and go through quickly. If I get to a point where I'm, you know, losing too much life too often, I'll probably stay back and do some off-camera farming or whatever to get a few items, or maybe even hit the auction house. But I'm going to actually try to avoid the auction house until I absolutely have to. That's because the auction house is kind of, you know, it just doesn't feel so Diablo. Maybe I'm one of those purists.
Now, back to my mission.
Like, overall, I think the game is solid. Diablo 3 is a solid game. There's no doubting it. I don't feel like it was worth the wait. It doesn't. It doesn't feel like there's a reason for it to have taken as long as it took to release the game. It's almost like you know, StarCraft 2. And once you get it, you're like, oh, this is awesome, amazing, and then you're like, oh, that's all they did. Okay. But a little bit more, like StarCraft 2, they still had lots of strengths to it. In this, though, like, there's just more weaknesses than strengths. It still actually feels, especially like the vanilla when it was first launched before they did the, you know, 2-3 patches they've done so far. It honestly felt like the beta still. There was no real improvement. Like, the game still ran sluggishly on computers that it should run like 3 times its natural speed. And even I was having horrible frame skipping and random lag spikes, like actual from the server, not hardware-wise, as well as hardware spikes, when this computer is definitely capable of playing it, you know, But with the 103 patch that came out not too long ago, they did fix a lot of performance issues, and I was impressed. So it was good, very good, especially for me, because you know, it was literally almost every 30 seconds the game would lock up as it was you know, communicating with their server. And, you know, I ran up some packet tracing just to see how much of that was actually true. You know, like how much of it was server lag and what was computer. And while there was both going on, their patch seems to have fixed the hardware side of things. And then their server maintenance seems to have fixed a good chunk of the server lag. So that was good.
We serve will soon rule this world.
Should probably use that blind a little bit more. Pretty nifty.
I must wait to use that ability.
And by using it more, it doesn't mean using it when it's on cooldown. That's not really possible. Jondar is such a punk, wasn't he? He's just like, I'm gonna be a cultist now.
Please forgive me. My vision was clouded by the company.
Betrayal can never be forgiven.
Thank you for your aid. I will prevent.
Alright, let's take him along. Might as well. Do. Templar. Do. My witch doctor, my primary, pretty much has felt the brunt of kind of bad playtesting for this game. The class itself is just kind of fundamentally broken. It's fun as hell, don't get me wrong, but the class is just pretty much fundamentally broken. Just because of, you know, the mana resource is just not practical. You can't really actually use it the way you think that, you know, it should be used. The way it feels as a character, just, it doesn't work. So mana's just, I think if they fixed mana, the class itself would be pretty much viable for just about anything, because, you know, at first we were having issues with, you know, as witch doctors, you're having issues with, you know, oh, your pets stop working at a certain part in the game, and that's still an issue. They have not fixed that, you know, and that's definitely something I feel that will get addressed in a patch. They'd be pretty stupid not to. So I'm just thinking, you know, probably it's something along the lines of, if they fixed mana, did some work on the pets, we'd be pretty good, because witch doctors have some pretty amazing skills. Their crowd control is the best in the game, by far. But crowd control kind of doesn't matter in a lot of cases, because you have enemies that can go over your barricades, your zombies. You have, you know, flying enemies, stuff like that. It just, crowd control is just not as useful as, like, you know, the barbarians just trashing everything. So there's just, like, and then on top of it, you can take a witch doctor, which uses mostly intelligence gear, pretty much take all its gear off, throw it on a wizard of equal level, and you'd be doing 2 to 3 times the damage. It's just the witch doctor is just, it doesn't seem like it was play balanced as well as it should have. No, I'm not going to go around and try every nook and cranny. I may do some videos, if people actually watch these, I may do some videos on how to get, like, all the achievements, where all the logs are kept and all that, because I've already got most of them, if not all of them, in most acts. I just finished all of Act 1s, which was actually broken into the last patch. You couldn't get to the Lyceum, and I submitted, like, a patch on that, and I know a bunch of other people who did that as well, or a support ticket. I don't know why I said patch. We had to wait for the patch, but we did the support tickets, and, you know, Blizzard seems to have noticed that, yes, the Lyceum was broke.
You dare to bring the warmth of life into my tomb?
Yes, I dare. What are you gonna do about it?
We shall put you down, Hellspawn.
Templar makes me lol sometimes. It does, like, so little damage, but it just knocks everything out of the way. It's pretty cool. I have to say, look at that. That is pretty
Not
cool.
enough spirit. I must
That
wait to
blinding
use that
skill is
ability.
pretty useful. Like 2 or 3 of my friends here have kind of played monks, so I've heard kind of secondhand about the monk. I think the current issue with the class is apparently that the heals don't scale into higher difficulties. So pretty much if you're playing through like Hell and Inferno, your heals slowly and surely become more and more useless, so you can't really heal. Which seems like a terrible thing, noting that the class, its damage output is low because it has such high survivability with the heals and everything. I believe their main stat is dexterity, which is kind of cool. You can make it like a demon hunter or whatever. They made it so that pots and such do not drop any items at all, which is to fix a bit of an exploit.
And I must say, I'm a bit dismayed.
And that exploit primarily
And I am sent to find them and
was
punish them.
there was several spots. One in Act 1 here with the all these urns, and there was also a spot in Act 4 near the end of the game that you could basically farm the pots, and you would get some of the best items and massive amounts of money. I know someone who made almost 100 million gold that way, which is, by the way, an insane amount of gold. So that's probably, one of the many reasons why next to the in the auction house, why the prices on the auction house are just absurd. And check out the lag. Sweet. That's all server hops, because I'm my latency is only about 60 a millisecond right now, so it's not bad. It's usually down to 20 or 30, but it's Blizzard servers. You can't expect a steady ping at this point. You'd think, with all the money they're making from World of Warcraft, if they should be able to afford a few better servers for Diablo 3, right? Especially with all the money they're making from the house. Oh, that is painful. Probably not a great idea to just take that.
My strength fails.
Aww. I'm so gonna die. This is gonna be terrible. I'm gonna post this video, and it's gonna be like 20 minutes long, and I'll already be dead. Ooh, potion. That's probably a good idea. Derpy derp. Alright, health awareness. That's what I was looking for. I probably should have switched out this skill. Not the greatest skill for this fight. It's gonna take a while.
That ability is not yet recharged. My injuries are less severe.
Then again, it's normal. Not like we can really die on normal that way. As long as you're paying attention and,
Injuries are too severe.
not standing in the way of the attacks like that.
return.
That does not look good. There we go. Some potion. Yeah, I probably should have waited until I had at least like 1 or 2 pieces of armor before I attacked. Went in for the kill on this guy, but I was thinking it's not. It doesn't matter. Hard pressed to die on normal, right? Yeah, I'm running through you. What you gonna do about it? In your stomach. Pew pew.
I must wait.
I have monk pew pews. Which of course she sounds like a friggin' Russian. It's hilarious. I don't even know where that happened. Oh, look at that little lag spec. It's like, are you playing hardcore? Troll face. Use another potion. It's not like I don't have like an infinite number. At least like 8 of them. Oh, I'm out of spirit. Spiritual. It's almost as funny as the Demon Hunter. I'm out of hatred, and you're like, wait, how can you not hate something? What?
I need spirit.
You run out of hatred?
My injuries
pretty
are less
funny.
severe.
I could have at least picked a better name for it.
Injuries are too
Oh, that was so not good. Probably not the best idea. Just kind here without changing skills. But I'm a baller like that. That's how I roll. They see me
That ability
rolling.
is not yet recharged.
They hating. Killing some skeleton king.
It is not ready yet.
Look at me, I'm white and nerdy. Holy cow, I'm white and nerdy. We get a copyright notice now because of that.
My
We
strength
didn't have
returns.
permission to sing our song.
I must wait to use that ability.
This battle is taking too
It is not
long.
ready yet.
Oh yeah.
Save me.
Ooh, that was quite painful.
I don't have enough spirit. I must wait to use that ability. My wounds are closing.
Oh, running ability is pretty cool though. Oh, that was
That ability is
really
not yet
close.
recharged.
I'm just playing on the edge here. I'm just like, I don't give a crap. I'm just killing it. 3 times charm. Hey. There you go. First kill of the Skeleton King on hardcore. Hopefully I don't lose this character for a while. I'd like to at least get up to like 30 or so.
This is all over, my friend.
And then I'll probably do something stupid like die to a wasp. Like the hardest enemies in the game. I can kill Diablo like 12 times over. Can't kill a damn wasp. I just realized that my microphone was way out of position. So
It was you I was.
I don't know how much of the recording was once again lost, or how much I can salvage, which ones I decide to use. So we'll see. That was a cutscene I just skipped. So this is just not going well. Apparently I am not supposed to be doing this at all. Cemetery of the Forgotten. And go back because I want to change some skills, yo. See Deadly Reach. Fist of Sunder. 110, 110. Every third hit deals damage to all enemies in front of you and knocks them back for short distances. Generates spirit faster than other spirit generating skills due to high attack speed. Pure force. I think I'm just gonna stick with the deadly reach. Do I have a thunderclap? Teleport you to target and release an electric shockwave with every punch that hits the enemy. It's cool. Oh my god. Lashing tail kick. 200%, 220. Release a torrent of fire that burns nearby enemies and causes knockback. Blinding flash. Breath of heaven. Ah, it's a heal. Hells yeah. I'm so pimp now. I can heal myself so I don't look like a noob while I'm killing the Skeleton King. Oh, it's cool. It's like this like glowy stuff. Oh, wicked. Wicked sick. I dig. I dig. I dig. I dig. Can you dig it, suckers?
If there's a sword here, we will find it.
I think I'm just gonna go straight for the sword. Oh crap.
See that enemy over there?
I don't have enough spirit.
That's not too bad.
My wounds are closing.
Oof. Yeah.
What a monstrous creature!
What a monstrous creature. Oh, yeah. Look at these. I got some rare gloves. I'm so pimp. Protection. Look at these pants. They got little girly legs on them now. So I need it all along with some girly legs on all my items. Yeah. I think... I don't know if I want that. 3 dexterity. Yeah, I'll take the dexterity. Oh, it's two-handed. Ah, forget that. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh yeah. I'm probably forgetting something. Oh, let's put some wings on. Yeah, collector's edition wings, yeah. Doom. I'm gonna teleport. Watch this. So cool. I like that. That's pretty cool. You teleport to anything you attack. I like.
I need spirit.
That would be hella useful if you're like surrounded though. You attack someone on the outskirts of the group. Oh, what should we make him do? Should we make him heal as well so we have extra healing? Well, it is hardcore. You pretty much want healing wherever you can. Speaking of which, oh, I want to get some life on hit. That's gonna be badass. That's another thing. Life on hit is way better than life steal. So if you have a choice between a life on hit and a life steal, do not take the life steal. Take the life on hit because life steal is retarded. It's not. Oh my god. That was retardedly close. I was just standing in the poison like a doofus. I need to pay attention to things. But yes, life on hit, better. Life steal, crap. And there. Oh, I'm doing the KHAZRA den. What am I thinking? But that's the general deal. So, and the reason why is because the higher your difficulty, the life steal actually does less percentage than it states on the front of it. So, like on normal, it could be like 5%, but once you're in like Inferno or something, it's like 0.75%. Is stupid. The amount of reduction is just insanity. There's nothing about it that makes sense at all as to why they did such reduction. Is this the college? No, this is the the Scavenger's Den. I was thinking Scoundrel's Den for a second, and I was like, that's not it. Do teleport. Do. Wah, fire kick. Wah. The knockback on that's pretty cool. It's definitely useful. I liked it. They had an AMA with one of the game designers, and they asked, and a lot of the questions were like, "Why is the story so terrible?" And they just kept like, "Oh, we heard that the story was great. We had good results for our playtesters." And I was like, what kind of bozos do you have playtesting this game? Because honestly, the story is like the worst part of the game. It's pretty terrible. And when you're done with it, you're like, wow, I could have written that in my sleep. There's a few spots where you're like, oh, that's cool. They like integrated some of the older stuff from Diablo 1 and 2 in it to kind of like, you know, fit the universes together. But then there's like a whole bunch of it that just doesn't make any sense. Like, just for the sake of spoilers, I'll kind of avoid talking about specifics, but if you just play it, you'll see. And like things like Diablo having like a monologue telling you about how he will destroy the universe, and then like Asmodan's the worst offender. He's like telling you exactly what he's doing at all times, like the whole act. He's like, now I'm underneath the keep, come stop me. And it's like, oh, what? Thanks, wow. I don't even have to figure out what to do. You're like the coolest evil demon lord ever. Just doing everything for me. It's pretty silly.
The Tristram Fields are
The Tristram Fields. I'm not going to listen to you. I noticed though that it shows the journal when you have subtitles enabled, which is actually really cool. Because if you are someone with hearing problems, then you well, I've got healing problems. I apparently enjoy standing in poison, not healing, and almost dying nonstop. But if you have hearing problems, you know, one of those things is like the audio logs in most games. They don't subtitle those, and I don't know why. Because, like, you know, if I had hearing problems, I'd be pretty pissed about it. Yeah! That little fire kick just blowed everybody up. No, I'm not able to see it at all. It's just impossible for me to comprehend how monstrous that creature was. Meow, meow. So one of the things pretty high on my to-do list is figuring out what you can do to mod the game. I know you can't do servers or anything like that, because I'm sure Blizzard would jump on you and slap a lawsuit on you so fast your head would swim. But I'm thinking, like, maybe, you know, alternative model sets. We'll see. I don't know what they accept, you know, without opening like the MPQ files or whatever, but it would be pretty cool if we could do some, you know, little mods here and there, even if they were just aesthetic.
My injuries are less severe.
If Blizzard was smart, what they would do is they do Steam Workshop style system where you could use your awesome modeling prowesses to get your alternative models and hats and stuff put in the game. Could you imagine some user-made armor, which is, I swear, like, you know, people are talented out there. There's some talented people when it comes to modeling and art and all that. And then another thing that would be really cool is if you gave us programmers the ability to, you know, I understand you can't give us control over the game or any systems in the game because you don't want people cheating, but things like little add-ons would be nice. I know World of Warcraft, you know, it made more sense than Diablo add-ons, but come on, who doesn't want some add-ons on Diablo that have like DPS counters and, you know, really cool shit like that. But I don't see that coming ever. Do not see that coming. Make them all Lua script. That'd be pretty cool. Lua's awesome. Do. Yes. This place is a nice place to farm when you're have 5 stacks of Nephilim Valor on your what's it called? On like a Inferno or whatever, the Secluded Grove. Usually the Secluded Grove is like up here, not down here. It's kind of weird. And that's another thing though, that I do have as a critique of this game is the random. I say that with quotes. Random dungeons are just, they're crap. They're just crap. There's not much real randomization to it. It's like someone moved the sofa around so they could see the television better. That's about the limit of the creativity of the random dungeons. Some of the dungeony areas are a little more random than others, but pretty much once you've gone through once or twice, you're just like, you're seeing the same stuff over and over. A lot of the event areas are in the same places. Some of the little townly areas are in the exact same location. So it's like, it's pretty simple. I'd like to see a lot more variation in the randomization, and it wouldn't have been too difficult, honestly. But, oh, Magda, the World of Warcraft transplant that decided to show its face in a Diablo game. Slash rage! Fucking butterfly witch. Yes! Yes, that makes sense in Diablo, a butterfly witch. Yeah, I can say I have very specific opinions about the game structure and all that. I like I said, I don't feel it should have taken as long as it took to make this game. This game is, like, if it wasn't for the name Diablo, I think the game probably wouldn't have sold very well. If it wasn't for the fact that it was Diablo, there's nothing remarkable about this game at all. It actually, you know, to me, probably Torchlight was a little bit more remarkable overall than this, just because, you know. But like I said, it's still a really good game, and it is playable. There's still just a lot of issues. I think maybe with patches, there needs to be more content, definitely, because you realize kind of once you play through it once or twice how little content there really is, and the randomization of events and stuff so that you get like unique events, it doesn't actually make the game more exciting, because you end up just going through the same area 17 times to get that one event to spawn so that you can see that one event, or so you can get that achievement, and then you're like, I'm done. How should he train? I don't know.
Hurry now. There are beasts that want slaying.
Yes, I will hurry so we can slay the beasts. And I shall return to town. The broken blade. Yeah, you see how I did that? Do.
He's deserted you. Just give it.
There's also a lot of Chinese farmers on this. You would think that there wouldn't be, noting the fact that they have the Real Money Auction House and all that, but they're just using the Real Money Auction House more than they're using their websites, but they're still spamming the websites like shit crazy. Like to the point where I had to mute like 12, 13 accounts just yesterday, just because they kept spamming, you know, go to this site to buy 1,000K, which I find is the most retarded thing in the world. Just put 1 million, 1 M. You don't need to put 1,000K, you stupid douchebag. And then it gets even worse, and people start using this abbreviation KK. So why would you put 1KK, look like an idiot, and also be incorrect because you could just do 1M for 1 million instead of 1,000 thousands? It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
What the tomes say of Alaric and this temple is not encouraging.
What does the tome say? You never told me. Dashing strike. Dashing through the strike. Striking for 100% weapon damage and rooting the target for 1 second. I have no idea why I just did that. Piercing trident. Oh yeah. Lashing tail kick. Tempest rush. I am Alaric. Blah blah blah. What does this do again? Oh yeah, dashes and roots. Dashes and roots. Means they can't move anymore.
Ancient doom hangs upon these woods.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, that's cool. It shoots 3 out.
Are these Alaric's people?
No, they have been twisted.
There's that Russian monk again.
I'm carrying too much.
Carrying too much. It is the vampire monk. 1 monk. 2 monk. 3 monk. Count Monkula. That was corny. What a terrible joke at that.
These flying creatures death with wings.
It's probably because they're plague carriers. They probably carry death and they have wings. Just saying. Oh my god, I'm level 10 hardcore. Look at that achievement. I'm so happy. Hey, I got a passive skill slot. How not noobish. Makes me feel so powerful. Plus the cool thing is that I have passive skills and I leveled up, I'm gonna be like reckless again. Butt kicked. I'm totally digging the uniqueness of the movement while fighting that you get with the monk. It's pretty remarkable at this point. Na 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 na.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Diablo 3 meets Street Fighter.
We were so sure we could beat whatever traps the ancients had laid for tomb robbers.
I cannot
The
carry
dead
more.
bodies of my friends.
I'm sorry to hear your friends all died while trying to rob tombs like you shouldn't. Just saying. It's not really a told you so moment, just kind of a told you so moment. Oh yeah. Retrieve the beacon of light from the crypt of the ancients.
Thank you both for your help.
I am inspired by our friend here. Thank her.
I only do what the gods ask of me.
Really? And what did they ask you to do other than go follow a burning star?
I'm carrying too much.
Carrying. God, that's just getting on my nerves. See, like the witch doctor is hilarious because he screams when he casts his spells, so he's like, whoa, whoa. Absolutely hilarious. Boosh. Yeah, give me a kick. Whoa. I have to say, I'm kicking some butt now. Not feeling so noobish. Oh, you know, I didn't put my passive on. This little triple strike thing is badass.
I must lessen my burden.
Listen, your burden. Your lives will be ours.
What was once one shall become four, though the three shall become one. Never again will the four be whole.
Oh, what do I have? Magic find, life after kill. Wow, I'm trying to put my arm on my ring. Got my arm on my ring, on my ring on my arm. That was terrible, I know. Alright, it doesn't look like I have anything useful in here at all whatsoever, even in the slightest.
I worked my hands to the bone.
I worked my hands to the bones.
What you ask is impossible.
Just delete everything. I said delete, I meant sell. You know what I meant. Oh, look. Doink. Doink. Oh, they're so cheap now to train. Look at that. Oh, that's insanity. I just wasted all my money. Why did I do that? Oh, well, too late. I'm going to use the excuse that I am not going to touch the auction house, and I'm going to craft everything. So, that's what we're going to do now. It's now rule. Hardcore crafting only. That sounds like a fair challenge. Blow stuff up. I should really get someone else in here. Make this a little bit more exciting to go through hardcore with another player. I would love it. Love it, love it, love it. By the way, if anyone who happens to watch this video, if anyone ever watches this video, and you happen to have Diablo 3, I would love to play with you. My battle thingy is Streak, S-T-R-E-E-K, number 1591. So feel free to add me. I play a little bit of StarCraft 2, not much anymore, just because I play Zerg, and I've had a lot of problems with Zerg. They didn't patch it forever, so I rage quitted. But I was A+ on StarCraft 1, so it gives you an idea. I played a lot. It was pretty good. But I do play some StarCraft 2. I do not play World of Warcraft. I do have an account, but I don't play. So don't ask me to play World of Warcraft, because I will slap you. Because I hate that game. But I don't hate anyone who plays it. I respect them for their gaming choices. You know. Oh, no. Oh, God. I have to respect people for their gaming choices, because everybody has different tastes. And some people just plain make mistakes. Like me, I bought the 360 version of Skyrim. Not the smartest thing I ever did, because I got like this awesome gaming computer now, which I could have played Skyrim on. In much better graphical detail. Actually, this computer's so good, I love it. It's fantastic. I can play Crysis 2 on max settings with 16x anti-aliasing and 16x anisotropic filtering, and still run it at about 60 to 70 frames a second. The only thing really holding the computer back right now is the fact that I'd like to have like a 120 hertz television to be playing on, so or maybe a monitor that does 120 hertz, and then maybe I can do like a 3D or something. I'd like to do some 3D gaming. I love 3D, but it's just not really price effective right now. You know, it's still kind of really expensive to get 3D TVs, and the technology is not quite there yet. I like going to the movies and seeing it with their passive 3D through the polarized glasses. I love it. Polarized glasses are incredible. And I know the Vizio, the new Vizio has supposedly it works with the real D 3D thingy that you use at most of the theaters nowadays, which are the polarized 3D, which is really good. It's pretty much the best way to do 3D as of right now. Active shutter or passive shutters, you know, those kinds of things. They're just not quite there yet, in my opinion. You know, you still get like glare and ghosting and all that kind of stuff, and that's not really an optimal experience in my opinion. So I like to kind of leave those for now. I can kind of like, no, there's like a stop at the end. I was thinking maybe I can run. Yeah, these self heals are pretty cool, pretty awesome. Oh wait, there's my passive. I said that already, but I was like not doing it. All right, increase movement speed. Okay, I dig. Sorry, I'm like bumping the microphone. Deal damage. Wait, wow, I got all dyslexic on that. Damage you deal reduces enemy damage for 25 by 25% for 2.5 seconds. There, I did it again. Jeez. Wow. I'm gonna do fleet-footed for the moment. I'm on hardcore, so I probably should do the other one to keep from dying. I don't know why I didn't do that. Maybe I'll change it. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. It takes so long, and she has to do this little animation where she like wiggles her hands.
Enter and defeat the guardians within.
And defeat the guardians within.
This predates the same war.
Boom! That's how I roll. I dash into you, and then hurricane fire Tetsun Pyaku thingy you. Or when I was a kid, I'd say clip, 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 clip. I think it's air Tetsun Maki Tenpinkaku. That's when you do in the air, and this Tatsumaki Tenpinkaku if you're not in the air. Oh my god, Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting for the win! Dude, I'm terrible at all fighting games except for Soul Calibur, which I'm just retardedly good at.
Not enough spirit. I must wait to use that ability.
Ooh, health.
It is not ready yet.
Yeah, that's getting a little dangerous there. All these ranged characters throwing their arrows at me.
That ability is
They don't
not
like
yet
me.
recharged.
Meh.
My strength returns.
Alright. And I do feel like this is a good stopping point. So, once I kill off these cultists and get this piece back to Deck Can, I think I'll end this video and see y'all next time.
The world stone has been changed. Our children are born weak and suffer short lives. The demon Nereza promised to restore their power.
Alright. See you another time. Bye-bye.